Hey guys, the voice of the blockchain here. Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in. Good morning to all the young boomers out there. Today we'll be talking about Bitcoin, Litecoin, Nasdaq, crypto trading desks, Chainlink, waves, Gemini, trading blocks, and more. But first, let me send a shout out to all the Champagne Crypto maniacs out there, the blockchain bros, the crypto chicks who are kabooming with me here in the population of the chat box. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, the post notification bells, the ding ding out there. Apparently, there's a report going out on about alternative influencers there on YouTube, and they're trying to dub the maniacs potential threats. We're going to be talking about that as well. Make sure you're touching all the buttons for me. I see Rafterman, I see FN Base, Luai, Lazor, and the rest of the boomers there in the population of the chat box. Good morning. Champagne Crypto preheating the oven, making sure that we warm up these crypto pastries, these crypto food ready to deliver for you guys. When TRX Moon says Sorian. Let's see. Shout out to Lucian Bobak. Hi, champ. I see you there. Oscar Oliveras. What's up, champ? I see you guys. Blockchain Susha. Good morning. I'm in here, bro. Kabooming like the like button. What's up, champ? Omar Bailao's in the house. Good morning to the young boomers out there. I let you guys know in the last broadcast we were getting grenades thrown at us on the modem, and our live stream health was a little weak out there. I contacted Xfinity. They said everything was all good. I had to reset the modem or whatnot. Right now we're on green stream health, but be prepared for an attack on the left or right flank. Apparently the alternative influencers have been targeted by some reports out there. We're going to be talking about that later on the broadcast. Good morning to Patient Potato, Danny Silva, Lazor, Omar, Bailao. We got 13 here in the box. It looks like the oven is already preheated here to 450 at least minimum for those crypto broilers out there. Crypto fat bombs watch down with coconut oil and coffee. Indeed, Lazor. Shout out to my keto bulletproof coffee maniacs, making sure you throw in that grass-fed butter and that coconut oil. Let's go ahead and share the display and see how healthy the markets are looking today for you crypto maniacs out there. I'm using the Firefox, no, the Google Chrome browser today. I was using the Opera browser for a while there, using the VPN, but apparently that could slow down the internet connections out there. So that's why we're seeing some ads. I do want to download the Brave browser out there, but I was a little bit turned away when you have to download it through the Google Play Store. I'm a little apprehensive of linking an email to a cryptocurrency wallet. Okay, you know how important privacy is for Champagne. I think it's important to stay private out there. It's not that we want to be secretive, it's that we want to be private. There's a difference between secrecy and privacy. Do the knowledge. Kaboom! Good morning to Dolphin 134. I see you and the rest of the boomers. Let's check out today's mathematics. Hit refresh out there. See how healthy the markets are looking here today on coinmarketcap.com. Current market cap $198 billion, and Bitcoin dominance is about 55.2%. We've seen Bitcoin dominance increase to about 58, 59%. We didn't seem to touch that 60% marker that most of the kaboomers out there in the population of the chat box were expecting. We were expecting a 60% dominance before things started retracting. We kind of almost touched it. We were about 58, 59%. Kaboom out there. Rafterman R dropping a little fiat. One of our snipers there in the population of the foxholes. Rafterman, $2 there on the super chat, guys. Apparently, you know, the alternative influencers are using the super chat to spread the good word. We're going to be talking about the alternative influencers on YouTube being targeted. I have a article linked down below. I think it's important to talk about because it relates to some of the quote-unquote conspiracy theories that some of the boomers here have been talking about being shadow banned or whatnot. Cracky 916, hi bro, I see you. Impatient Potato says just move my vet to Ledger. Okay, all right. Bitcoin at 63.36. It's not going much more down, crypto boomers. For you guys out there that are expecting a $4,000 Bitcoin, those baby bear cubs, I see you cubs out there. We'll snipe you out the hole, indeed. We'll snipe them out the hole, indeed. Shout out to the baby bear cubs. Just moved my vet to Ledger and got Vether too. Okay, impatient potato. Ripple trash bags, Bitcoin Cash at 429, EOS at 506. We see EOS support levels at $5. Anything above below $5 seems like a good deal for EOS. Most of the time it teeters with that $5 line. Apparently, Stellar at 20 cents. Litecoin at $53. Today we'll be talking about an article that's going on out there, talking about how Litecoin could transform the fast food industries. This is coming off the Litecoin Summit, coming off Gemini announcing that they were going to be listing Litecoin next month. So things are looking semi-bullish for the lights. Let there be lights. I need vitamin D to spread throughout the crypto lands out there. Make sure you're touching the buttons, molesting those buttons out there. Like, subscribe, and the post notification bell. Cardano at 7 cents. Monero above 100 at $1.09. Monero, I got to say, it's probably my number 2 crypto as far as the coins that I'm attracted to. I'm focused on XMR. Dash 189 and at IOTA at 52 cents. What we don't see here on this list is Tron. Tron slipping on the rankings. I think Tron's number 13 out there. It seems like it can't really get over that 1 penny hurdle, that 2 penny hurdle out there. Take cover, guys. We're going under, says Jam. I don't believe it. What max Bitcoin dominance you expecting, bro, says Cracky916. We've been talking about it for weeks on end. Most of the boomers were expecting a 60% dominance before things started to retract. We almost got there. We got to a Bitcoin dominance about 58, almost 59% before things started swinging back the other way. This could signal that the altcoins are starting to grow, and maybe, you know, it's their time now. Okay, it seems like the Bitcoin dominance kept growing, and it hit that resistance around 58%, 59%. Now the altcoins seem to be growing. Let's see the big hitters today. Chainlink. Shout out to Sergi and the rest of the Chainlink army out there at 32 cents. This is a memer, guys. This coin has been heavily memed on all the forums, and I've been telling you guys, don't sleep on the power of the memers. Chainlink, look into this. I got a video about it, asking whether it was just a memer. Most people just agreed. This one, along with Holochain, has been really memed out there. And then, you know, you see Dogecoin booming. So for the short-term memers, I'm definitely liking Chainlink. I don't know how long-term this is, but it may be, you know, one of those fads out there. And, you know, this is something that has came into the top 100. Now it's at number 51. Let's see if it could break top 50. We got Ardor, Dentacoin, Dragon Chain looking healthy. And Pivx is another privacy coin that I've mentioned here as one of my top privacy coins out of the, you know, others like Monero. So Pivx is definitely something to look at along with Dash. Let's look at the losers out here. Aurora, Dogecoin, okay, so a memer that's losing, and Elastos is losing as well. That's one of the favored coins here in the population of the chat box, along with Steem and Holochain. So some of our favorite little guys are losing. Holo's a memer, Steem is one of our faves, Elastos is heavily backed up by the boomers, and Dogecoin, they're all losing today, but not so bad, not so bad. We got Chainlink booming, and then Bitcoin holding its line. Let's look at some positive news out here. I came across this article, how Litecoin will transform the fast food industry. This is linked on cryptodaily.com. Why Litecoin? Litecoin is light, fast, easy to transact, and easy to manage. Therefore, it's fitting coin to imagine in this fast food crypto society. Moreover, campaigns like Pay with Litecoin make Litecoin adoption more imaginable. This is all the good news coming out of Litecoin after the Litecoin Summit. This seems more like propaganda or whatnot, but it's nice to see bullish articles when it relates to Litecoin out there. You know, I'm holding this bag. It's one of the more painful bags that I have held here in the crypto sector, but I'm mid to long term with the lights. I see Litecoin as an alternative to Bitcoin, obviously, like it was designed, silver to Bitcoin's gold, and it could be faster to transact with compared to most other coins. Now, we have other coins trying to compete for that target market as far as peer-to-peer electronic currencies that are low in fees and fast. And another one in there is Bitcoin Cash. You know, Bitcoin Cash is competing with Litecoin, other coins like Monero, even Digibyte or whatnot. But I'm still bullish on the lights here for the midterm, okay? So fast food restaurants tend to operate in franchises as a part of chains. Look at McDonald's, Burger King, Subway, all internationally known brands that could realistically roll out Litecoin acceptance in their restaurants in a matter of weeks. That's true, but my rebuttal to that is that Litecoin still sees some volatility that may not be attractive for some of these bigger brands out here. Cryptocurrency promises to make fast food faster, promises to improve customer experience, and promises to revolutionize the fast food industry. So this is more of just I would call this a propaganda article. I don't see any hardcore facts here, but it's nice to see at least some positive sentiment out there in the markets. Let's check out this article here on Chainlink and Waves prosper after BitHum listing. I just talked about this right now. Chainlink, a memer, has been booming. I have a whole entire video dedicated to it. Again, I think it's just a meme coin, but keep your eyes on the meme coin. Something like Dogecoin was a joke, and it stayed there in the market, and it's performed well. With the exception of today, it's performed well this past week or two. Okay. Hello, this is BitHum. The global cryptocurrency exchange, says this article. We are listing Waves, Chainlink on BitHum. To celebrate Waves and Link listing, we are going to run a 1% payback event. Okay, so 1% payback event out there on BitHum. They've just listed Chainlink and Waves, and we've seen Chainlink booming as the top crypto today. It's actually the top on the 100 boomers. Chainlink is up almost 14%, currently trading at 32 cents. Heavily memed out there. Chainlink, like I said, it's just, you know, one of those fads right now. And, you know, I've called it out for the past few weeks. I said, the links, guys, this one's been heavily shilled out there. You know, it's one of those fads that could come and go, but you know, let's make sure that we mentioned it because there could be some opportunity, even if it is for the short term. And finally, I wanted to talk about the Gemini trading blocks. I got an email from Gemini. If you guys don't know about Gemini, they're one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges that's regulated in the United States. I would say they're number 2 next to Coinbase. And I got an email saying that the Gemini block trading is going to be fee-less from September 21st to October 31st, if I'm not mistaken. So what Gemini trading blocks, Gemini block trading is basically wholesale buying of crypto. So the minimum quantity that you can buy on Gemini block trading is 10 Bitcoins, 100 ETH, or 200 Zcash. I wonder if they would add Litecoin here to the Gemini block trading, being that next month Gemini will list Litecoin. Okay, so if you are buying in bulk with intent to distribute, okay, it looks like Gemini wants your business and they're willing to waive all the fees for the next month. So if you want to stack up, basically hit the Costco of cryptocurrencies right now and get some boxes of bits, you can start off with a minimum of 10 bits and purchase that for 0 fees out there for, if I'm not mistaken, September 21st to the 31st. I don't know the exact dates, but they're listed there in the description. Okay, so I found that interesting. You know, Gemini shaving off all the fees, trying to attract big heavy hitters to start stacking the bits out there. Start stacking the bits. Let's look at the trading view out here, see how healthy Bitcoin's looking on the market caps as the rest of the boomers tune in. This is a live broadcast. We were under attack on the left flank yesterday. Some grenades were thrown on our modem by some what appears to be nefarious actors that don't want us spreading the alternative word on the networks, the good crypto words on the networks. I contacted Xfinity and they told me it was all good. You know, I had to reset my modem. I did a speed test and it looks like my internet is just fine. So why have we been knocked off so many live streams? We don't know. Okay, I came across this video by a political YouTuber yesterday, Sargon of Akkad. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but he was sharing this report that came out from the lefties out there, datasociety.net, the alternative influence, broadcasting the reactionary right on the YouTube, sir. So apparently the lefties have dubbed, you know, anybody that's in opposition to their ideals as radical and, you know, reactionary right. So unless, you know, you are on to and agree with their ideas, you're going to be put on this bad list. You can read this entire report, but they're trying to link everybody that has an alternative influence as a radical that could lead to some radical ideas or whatnot. And I just wanted to tell you guys, I've been saying this for a while, that there is what appears to be a shadow ban and a conspiracy against anybody that has an alternative voice to what the mainstream media is saying. And it appears that, like, I'm correct. You could read this entire report, but the lefties out here are trying to paint alternative influencers in a bad light, and I make them sound like they are radical or whatnot. So read this and watch the video by Sargon. It's linked down below for a little bit more information about the political YouTube. They got a bad list. They got all the names out there and who they're connected with, and apparently now they're targeting those people just because they have a different an alternative voice that is not in line with the mainstream. It's actually quite concerning. It looks like censorship is increasing now, and we got to do what we can to snipe these funny bunnies out of the box. Snipe them out the box. Indeed, indeed. As the rest of the boomers tune into the box, Narej is here. Silver is here. Charles Sanjuro is here. Tess Cooks for You is here. Rafterman R is here after dropping $2 in the population of the chat box. Kaboom to you, Rafterman R. I appreciate you. Jam Soul is in the house. Sorian George is in the house. Omar Bailao, Cracky 916 is asking about Backed. Backed, we talked about Backed yesterday. Backed is another cryptocurrency platform there that is going to serve the industry. It's actually owned by ICE, the people that own Nasdaq, and they're opening up an entire platform. We should talk about this. I think it looks like I skipped this. Nasdaq appears to be laying the groundwork for a crypto trading desk. So in addition to that Backed platform, Nasdaq's $190 million offer to acquire Swedish fintech firm Cinnober, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, is expected to materialize by Q4 of 2018. Nasdaq appears to be laying the groundwork for its own crypto exchange, as Cinnober's recent partnership with BitGo was aimed at acquiring expertise in crypto custodial solutions. Crypto custodial solutions. Okay, this is what their solution is to a dying banking industry. Okay, these people just want to act like custodians. They want to hold your bag out there. This is not what crypto's about. Okay, these guys are scrambling to do whatever they can to make up a fictitious platform that or it's not, it's actually it's a non-fictitious platform, but there's fictitious reasons that they're offering as to why people should use it. People don't need a custodian out there. What are we, under 18 out here? We need a chaperone. It's enough with this. I told you, secure your own bag, hold your own private keys. We don't need the suits in here. Okay. On the other hand, it's interesting to watch them readjust, and a lot of people interpreting this as good for the industry. So it could go either way. I just find it funny now that they want to be your custodian out there. I don't need a custodian, and neither do the boomers, but maybe some of the normies out there, the non-player characters out there in the world, those 80 or 85%ers that are not up on the crypto kaboom, maybe they need a custodian. Let me know. Any good news for Bitcoin and Litecoin? Yeah, I mean, some would interpret this as good news. Naraj is asking, so those that get excited when the suits get into the game, the fact that more people are lining up to try to adopt the cryptocurrency markets or try to do something for the crypto industry is a good sign that things are going the crypto way. Okay. Big banks aren't bad, because sometimes you need to have transactions reverse, says Derek McLean. Yeah, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. And there is blockchains that allow for transaction reversals. So, that doesn't mean that banks need to be used just because some transactions need to be reversed. Blockchains nowadays also offer the ability to reverse transactions. Not all blockchains are immutable. Okay. Hold your bags, maniac, says Crypto Knight. Indeed. Censorship drives the BitTube platform, says Lazor. I got to look more into BitTube. I'm not really much up on BitTube, but, you know, obviously I know it is a video platform, so I got to keep my eyes focused on that. Sir, any news for bull run, says Naraj. There is no news for bull runs right now. It looks like things are going to be trading sideways until we break about $8,300. We are in the off season out here, sharpening our blades, doing training every day. I just came back from the gym doing squats, bench press, and barbell row. I'm doing all the barbell row exercises. Someone asked me, oh, what are you working out today? I told them full body, and full body. You guys are not bodybuilders, and the majority of you guys are not intermediate weight trainers. There's no reason that you should be doing isolated exercises for your muscle. I need you training full body every day, preferably heavy weight with the barbell. Champ, are you still kabooming the keto life? Charles, thanks for asking. If you guys didn't know, Champagne is doing his best to look like 300 by the end of the year. I invite you guys to follow me on this journey. I've been following the ketogenic diet, very low on the carb intake, almost no carbs, and I lost about 18 pounds. I'm trying to get shredded. I'm at the weight that I want to be at somewhat, maybe, you know, about 5 pounds away from what I need to be at. And to answer your questions, I am still following a keto diet, but not as strict as before. Being that I already hit the weight, I'm not so concerned with you know, burning any more fat. I'm just increasing that muscle intake. So I'll eat a little carbs here and there, but my diet, okay, is very low carb to begin with. We know the carbs out there, they increase, you know, the inflammation or whatnot, and they lower testosterone, arguably. I'm having my bulletproof right now, says Charles Sanjuro. Indeed. Shout out to all my bulletproof coffee maniacs. I shared with you a video of how I do my coffee with coconut oil, with butter, and with a heavy whipping cream. Indeed, that keto life made me lose 50 pounds, and I didn't know about Champagne Crypto. No longer a fat boy. Kaboom! Congratulations to Silver Sun, one step closer to looking like a crypto maniac 300 soldier by the end of the year out here. We only want strong men in the population of the chat box. There is a plan out there to socially engineer the world with softer men with lower T, if you ask me, and we are not agreeing with it, and we're doing our best to increase the force and increase the strength worldwide, whether it be cryptographically, financially, spiritually, physically. We're coming for every angle, and our blades are looking sharp out here. Kaboom to that. Carbs are good if you do cardio, says Derek McLean. Yeah, you know, it's okay. I've been following a lot of people that eat no carbs and they're doing good cardio. It's all good. Carbs are cheap fuel out there. The best fuel is fat. ADA will be number one. They have the correct approach. EOS is too expensive. They say there are no fees, but put those on the developer's plate. 1,000 users dApps requires about 10K in EOS tokens, says Lucian. We'll see about that. EOS wants to be a competitor to Ethereum out there, but you do have a point. The fees are laid on the developer's plate, and there is a cost to run a dApp, to have those resources in bandwidth, CPU, and RAM out there. That was a comment by Lucian. He says ADA will be number one. You know, I'm bullish on ADA, but right now it's just all a bunch of talk. It's all a bunch of talk with this Cardano right now. It's all a bunch of talk. I haven't seen anybody really using it. Sorry, I'm late. I was watching Australian YouTubers rant against people thinking we need banksters and Wall Street ETFs to keep BTC growing. Well, Jim, welcome to the population or the chat box. We don't need the suits over here. We're doing it on our own. Shout out to the snipers out there that are booming in the foxholes. Derek, I've been jogging every day for 2 years as a fat boy before keto, says Silver Sun. That's why you don't need carbs. You're right, Silver. These people think that you need carbs. You know, people have been following the mainstream media when it comes to almost everything. You know, you guys are still following the food pyramid that was propagandized by the Department of Agriculture. They want you eating bread out there, guys. They don't even want you eating animals anymore. They want to take away your right to eat animals out there. So don't believe the hype. We'll invert the pyramid, and we'll start from the top down. We need fats first, animals, and good protein out there. We don't believe in the carb height out there. Suits are often soy boys. Indeed, they're often soy boys. We're doing our best to decrease all the estrogen, increase the testosterone, get stronger, more independent out there, and securing more bags out there. What dApps are on ADA. We don't know, Derek. You make a point there. We don't know what dApps are on Cardano. EOS right now is looking more attractive. Jose says pastelito and croquetas. You know, if you want to look like 300, you got to go easy on the pastries and the croquettes out there. I hope you're training out there, Jose. Don't become a soy boy in the population out there. Developers make their 10K in the back end, either through having a marketplace in their dApps or through another way. You really think a system like ETH will work? You know, let's see what happens with ETH. If they don't scale and they don't come up with some solutions, you know, I think that EOS has a chance out there. I think that EOS does have a chance. Jose likes EOS. He says it's freaking awesomeness. How do you think a game like Fortnite make money? Yeah, we know about that, you know, to monetize in-game. No fat chicks either. No fat boys, no fat chicks. We're not accepting the fat movement out here. It's unhealthy, okay? We want to increase the kaboom, stay healthier and wealthier with every trade and every lift out there. Shout out to Jose, Rogue B, Derek, Jim, Silver, and the rest of the boomers in the population of the chat box. Is Champagne Crypto, the voice of the blockchain. We've been talking about Bitcoin, Litecoin, Nasdaq, crypto trading desk, Chainlink, Waves, Gemini trading blocks, and that report that came out about alternative influencers on YouTube trying to spin them in a bad light. These lefties, these basically they follow these postmodernists. They're one step away from communists themselves, and they want to paint everybody in a bad light that is not agreeing with their collective ideals out there. We're not believing them. We'll snipe them out the box. Many good news coming. Bitcoin did not. Many good news coming, but Bitcoin did not react, says Cracky 916. You know, at least it hasn't gone any lower. You know, it seems like it's found some sort of a support out there. You know, those baby bears are still waiting for 5,000. And, you know, I told you, I don't think it's going to happen out there. I don't think it's going to happen. And one thing that has caught my attention is that the dominance of Bitcoin has started to decrease. At one point, we're about 58% just a few days ago. And now we're at 55. If you keep seeing this number drop, it's a good sign that the altcoins are headed northward. Download the EOS wallet and use it. It's not centralized at all. I got a bunch of airdrops already too. There's a bunch of different wallets that you can use to access the EOS blockchain. I have some that I've recommended on prior videos. Run a search Champagne Crypto EOS. I have a few videos out there. I've been using the Gray Mass wallet. The Gray Mass is one I've been using. There's another one called Simple EOS. There's a few out there. And you don't need to use only one. You can use several of them. Once you have your private keys, you secure your bag. You don't need a custodian, okay? You guys can go out on your own like grown men and secure your own bags. EOS or ADA, which is the best? Kaboom, says Cracky 916. I like them both, okay? I like them both. I had the opportunity to talk with the head developer, Charles Hoskinson, back in January. He was talking about Cardano and all the good things. And, you know, I like what it has to offer. But at this point, right now, I think EOS has more to offer than Cardano does, being that EOS is already up and running. Cardano necessarily hasn't implemented. I don't see the dApps running just yet. So right now, it's just a bunch of talk. And I'll tell you, it's good. I like what I hear, and you know, if they are able to implement it, it's definitely something to keep our eyes on. But right now, at the moment, it's just talk. This market is weird. We've been having all good news, but the market still goes down. Okay, but that's all right. That's all right. You know, in a way, this could be a time to keep accumulating. You know, could be the calm before the storm. Lucian is using the EOS voter wallet. That could be the Gray Mass. That could be the Gray Mass. I have a video on how to use it or whatnot. You could, again, search Champagne Crypto EOS, and most of my videos should pop up. EOS is already producing dApps. Indeed, there's a few of them. And we shared yesterday that EOS has just as many users with their dApps, or about as the same as many active users as Ethereum. right now. So, you know, little by little, there's going to be more people using EOS dApps than EOS and then ETH dApps. Champ, go to blocktivity.info. Yeah, we know Blocktivity. Right now, EOS is the top used blockchain. It has more transactions than any other blockchain in cryptocurrency right now. There's actually more transaction on the EOS blockchain than there is on the Bitcoin blockchain and the Ethereum blockchain. Shout out to Marlon Jones. Kaboom. One of our snipers out there. Good morning, Marlon. I saw your comment suggesting a VPN. I don't think that the problem here is with the VPN. I had been using a VPN via the Opera browser, and I believe that VPN was kind of slowing me down. I'm back using this Google Chrome. Haven't forgot about your suggestion using the Brave browser, but I'm trying to figure out a way to download the Brave browser apart from using my own personal email. I feel some type of way about linking email to a cryptocurrency wallet. I should do a whole video about this, but I believe that your crypto identity and your crypto passwords and all that should be separate than the email that you use normally, you know, so that way, you know, if you ever get compromised, people can't hack your coins. Are you doing live streams on Switch? Twitch, maybe? I don't know what you're talking about. I've never heard of Switch, but I've heard of Twitch. I'm just live streaming on YouTube. So, you know, if you guys suggest another platform to live stream, I've done live streams on DLive again, also, but some people may be recommending Twitch. So maybe I'll do that. You know, let me know. Is that what you were talking about? FN based. Store crypto on Ledger and Trezor, says Marlon Jones. Yeah, those are hardware wallets that, you know, they secure your private keys. And what a lot of people like about hardware wallets is that they can generate a new private key offline. So if your computer's compromised and you generate a private key online, if that computer's compromised, they could see that key that was generated. In the case with hardware wallets, those are supposedly generated offline. It's a little bit more secure. But with the case of hardware wallets or software wallets, at the end of the day, all it's doing is concealing the private key. So technically, you don't need a hardware wallet. You don't need a software wallet. All you need is that 32-digit alphanumeric key when it comes to Bitcoin. And I think the majority, I'm not sure if all of them are 32 digits, but it's all about that private key. So all you're doing is storing that key. So technically, you could etch it in stone and hide it somewhere, you know, physically, do it hieroglyphic style. But most people like the hardware wallets because they generate the key offline as opposed to the software wallets that you're always online. So if someone's basically spying on your computer through the back end and you generate a private key, if they're looking at you at that point, you could be compromised. Probability of that is low, but it still could happen. Okay, but EOS pays for the dApp creation and use. ADA will build its use organically through the unbanked, like most people in Africa where there's a real need, says Jim. Listen, I know the intent. I've seen that the Cardano team is doing heavy promotions in Africa towards the unbanked population. But the big question is what dApps are going to be up and running? Is it going to be able to compete? I like the idea, but right now it's like, again, it's all talk. It's all talk. Champ, do you think Steem will have a future? Lucian's asking. You know, I hope so, Lucian. I hope so. Things are looking very grim for Steem nowadays, being that the price of Steem dipped under $100. I mean, excuse me, under $1, excuse me. You know, it's one of my favorite blockchains. It's heavily used. I think it's the second or third most used blockchain. The reason I don't know what the answer to your question is that there is speculation that there's going to be a new social media network built on top of EOS to compete with Steem. I think it's Dan Larimer's intent to do basically like a new Steem. So if that is implemented correctly, that has a chance to be the new Steem. But if not, it could be something else, or, you know, I'm still waiting for these smart media tokens out there. It's apparently you're going to be able to issue your own tokens on top of Steem and use that technology to run your own social media network. So that could be a positive impact on the price out there. So, you know, I don't know the answer. I think with Steem, it's like either way. I hope so, Lucian, because I like Steem. Marlon says, I own 10K ADA, but I question if a multi-trillion-dollar economy can be built in emerging markets like South America and Africa. And that's a solid question, and that's worth asking, Marlon. There is a lot of people out there, though. You got to understand that if, the amount in the accounts may not be a lot as far as quantity, but there's a lot of people, so there could be a lot of accounts. So, I don't know. It's a good question, but hopefully, that'll help those emerging markets in South America and Africa. Definitely is the way I look at it. Steam equals MySpace. I can see that. I could see that. Maybe it is. We don't know. EOS is actually producing. I like EOS. I got a little baggie of it, and, I can see what people feel. Some people feel when they criticize it and saying that there is centralization, that it's not trustless or immutable. But at the same time, I can see all the upsides as well. So it's one of those things that I'm 50-50 on as far as what the future of EOS will bring, but I'm willing to experiment, and, I'm in for the ride, Marlon has a great point. Very smart. Yeah, indeed, Derek. That was a good question that Marlon asked. But he's betting on it. He's betting on South America and Africa. I think that there's a lot of people out there. So, there's an untapped market. 10 million in USA don't have bank accounts, says Impatient Potato. I didn't know that, but I would bet that there's way more people in South America and Africa that don't have bank accounts compared to people in the USA. So, the potential for growth could be higher out there. So I don't know. Jose is using free Wi-Fi in Taco Bell and Hialeah. Make sure you're speaking in Spanish. If not, you are running the risk of not getting service out there in Hialeah. I heard about that. Some Haitian lady went to the Taco Bell in Hialeah, which is some could call that a suburb of Miami or whatnot, and they denied her service, and it's pretty horrible out there. So there's some sanctuary cities where if you don't speak the speak Spanish, they're gonna kick you out, and one needs to question what's happening to America. If you're here in this country, speak English first. If a business can get to the U.S. and or Chinese market, I don't think they will last, in my opinion. If a business can't get the U.S. or a Chinese market, I don't think they will last, in my opinion. Okay. That's I think that's a valid opinion. I don't know if that's true or not, but I could see where you're coming from. Bro, what did they expect? Yeah, it's a shame out there. It's a shame. Let this be a lesson. People, speak English. You come into this country, speak English first. 35 in the live stream. 35 maniacs there in the population of the chat box. We've been talking about Bitcoin, Litecoin, Nasdaq, crypto trading desk, Chainlink, Waves, Gemini trading blocks, and more. Just to give you a quick cursory sweep of the articles we shared, Nasdaq appears to be laying the groundwork for a crypto trading desk. This is in addition to the backed platform that they're associated with. Someone was asking about the backed platform there on the population of the chat box. This crypto trading desk is in addition to that. So more bullish news out of Wall Street. Nasdaq, $190 million offer to acquire Swedish fintech firm Cinnober is expected to materialize by the fourth quarter of 2018. Nasdaq appears to be laying the groundwork for its own crypto exchange, as Cinnober's recent partnership with BitGo was aimed at acquiring expertise in crypto custodial solutions. They want to be your custodian out there, guys. So, that's what the bank wants to do. They want to be the middleman, the custodian. Crypto is about being your own man out there. But, if people want someone to hold their hands, if they want that extra insurance, maybe they want to go this route. Okay. Chainlink and Waves prosper after BitHum listing an announcement. BitHum has listed Chainlink and Waves. Chainlink today is the top performing crypto out of the top 100. This is a meme coin that I have shared with you guys a couple weeks ago. I told you, look out for it. It's been heavily memed out there, along with others like Holochain and Dogecoin. And indeed, it's about to crack the top 50 now after being listed by BitHum. And they are going to run a 1% payback event to celebrate Waves and Link listings. So if you're interested with that, this coin, the Chainlink coin, is something that caught my attention just for the short term out there, just being that it's all hyped with the meme. So this is something that can, be pumped and dumped. I don't know, but, I am not ignoring the power of the meme, and perhaps maybe you shouldn't either. Then we got Litecoin will transfer the fast food industry, says cryptodaily.co.uk. This article by Adrian Barkley. I have linked down below. He's making basically a case for Litecoin that can transform the fast food industry. I think other coins like Bitcoin Cash, Digibyte, even Dash could be in this category of transforming, buying things, small things like coffee, fast food. Which coin is going to serve that purpose? Will it be BCH? Will it be Litecoin? What coin? This person's making the case for a Litecoin. We've talked about Litecoin being accepted by Amazon. It's just all hype. Which coin will be the first everyday use coin? LTC may be that one. You could read that propaganda article linked down below. And then we got Gemini trading blocks. I got an email this morning about Gemini trading blocks. This is basically wholesale buying of cryptocurrency. So Gemini block trading, minimum quantity is 10 Bitcoin, 100 ETH, or 200 Zcash. They're running a special, I guess, on a promotion over there at Gemini, where if you transact with a minimum quantity of 10 BTC, 100 ETH, or 200 Zcash, there'll be 0 fees from September 21st to October 31st. I have the exact dates linked down below. I found this interesting. They're trying to attract, those wholesale buyers, those guys out there that are trying to buy with intent to distribute out there. So, if you're starting with 10 Bitcoin, you're more of a slugger, more of a wholesaler, if you ask me. So that's what it is. Those are interested in buying weight out there. If you're interested in getting weight, you could do it through Gemini for no fees up and through the month of October. And then finally, this alternative influence report that's going on through the webs. Sargon of Akkad, he's one of the political YouTubers talking about censorship and politics or whatnot. He shared this report that's being circulated on the web. This is a lefty report that's trying to paint any alternative YouTuber that's speaking out against the mainstream media as a radical. Okay, and they created a bad list, and they're trying to make a case for these people to be deplatformed and demonetized. I've been talking about shadow bans. I've been talking about the bad list. A lot of people say I'm just a conspiracy theorist, but download this report. Apparently, they're already targeting anybody that speaks differently. I have a video and this report linked down below where you guys can find out more. I'm not so much the political YouTuber, but sometimes, it could be interpreted that way. So, stay focused out there. And I'll take a few more comments and questions, but it seems like we covered all the beats out here. Jim, Jose, Marlon, Rogue B, I see you. Private transactions between people directly are really cutting into centralized exchange revenues. They are homegrown, decentralized exchanges. You make a point there, Jim, and talking about decentralized exchanges, it's one cryptocurrency industry that I'm heavily focused on, the decentralized exchange sector of blockchain. So, things like 0x, BitShares, or technologies that offer a decentralized way to go peer-to-peer, okay, without the middleman. We got to cut out the custodian out there. Privacy is a sector I'm focused on along with, decentralized exchanges is a sector I'm focused on along with the privacy coins and the gaming tokens. Those are 3 industries that I won't sleep on. DEX, exchanges, privacy coins, and gaming tokens. I think that there's definitely room for growth in the coming year to 2. Thanks for that link. Okay. That helps me looking at it now. You guys may be talking about that alternative influence link. So yeah, check it out. Check out the video. I mean, he explains it way better than me. I'm not necessarily talking about politics, although, we make little jabs here and there. But we're here for the crypto kaboom. We're here for health and wealth out here. I'm not here to politic all the time and argue back and forth between the right and the left. Champagne, as much as you listen to me and all the jabs I take out the left, you would think I'm a righty, but listen, I'm not siding with any of these clowns out here. I'm a independent boomer, indie boomer till the end. Bancor bringing liquidity to EOS, but will it be centralized? I don't know, Rogue B, but I know that they're using the Bancor algorithm to set the price for RAM out there. There's a RAM market that you have to buy the RAM resources directly from the EOS blockchain, and somehow they're using a Bancor algorithm to set the price. Wax is good gaming token, champ. You should check it out. Thanks for letting me know, Marlon. You're about the second or third person that has mentioned Wax. I have no idea what that is. I mean, I've seen it out there. I've seen Wax, but I don't know about it. So maybe I got to take a good look at it because, you know, I'm into the gaming tokens. You know, predominantly Decentraland. Mana is something that really caught my attention. Vibe Hub. There's other tokens like Funfair or whatnot. We've got news that Tron is trying to get into the gaming industry. We've seen games on ETH. We've seen games on EOS. So, you know, keep your eyes focused on that. Rogue B's also telling me to check out Wax. I will. Marlon hates the Bancor exchange. Loves Switcheo, but no volume on Switcheo. I don't use either or, but it's good to, you know, get some of you guys' feedbacks. I don't care if it's centralized as long as it makes me money and not named Ripple. I can agree with you out there. Well, you know, I'm okay with some centralization, but, you know, I think decentralization is very important. But there's room for more centralized coins and other more decentralized coins. I don't think every coin needs to be exactly the same. I think we have coins like Monero, like Litecoin, like Bitcoin that are more decentralized like than other coins like Ethereum or EOS. So, you know, there's room for it, just as long as it's not Ripple. I can agree with you, Derek. Ripple smells like central banking. Everyone should use the Brave browser, says Jim. You're not the only person that's told me that, Jim. The only thing that I feel a little apprehensive of is that Brave browser needs to be downloaded through the Google Play. Google Play links everything to your personal email, and, you know, one would be led to believe that they're also linking your crypto addresses to your email. I don't necessarily like that when it comes to the privacy. I don't think you should be linking your personal email to any cryptocurrency wallets. You should have a separate email for your crypto stuff, just in case. Again, we're focused on privacy, not secrecy. Privacy is important to us. John Q. Public is not going to be handling crypto like us early adopters. The banks are pushing to be in control of what the majority will use, says CryptoZilla. And again, some of the normies out there, some of those non-player characters, they'll definitely follow the lead and, you know, follow the herd. And they'll need a custodian, okay? But for those, you know, 5%ers, for those boomers out there in the population of the chat box and those that are becoming more enlightened and awakened as they get more information here on the interwebs, you know, those are the guys that are transforming from mice to men. Okay, from victims to victors, and those are the guys that you know, we're rooting for, that are going to secure their own bag and be able to prosper in the coming future, in my opinion. What happened to Spank Chain? Is it a coin for adult film stars and video chat thoughts? Never heard of that one, Derek. Never heard of that. Sounds like another joke coin, a memer. Some people out here saying Bitcoin is the true bankster coin with futures and ETF. Yeah, but that's separate. You know, I don't know if I agree with that. Yo, champ, what do you think about Electroneum instant payments going live, boomer or doomer? You know, I like the concept of Electroneum, but you know, it's suffered so many hits out there that I kind of stopped focusing on it. I don't know about the instant payments now. At the end of the day, Electroneum's running on Monero technology. Okay. It's running on the Monero algorithm. So, you know, if you really, really want instant payments, direct peer-to-peer cash, and all the privacy, you know, start with Monero. Okay, that's not to knock Electroneum. You know, I've been on the Electroneum train before, but I'm not necessarily paying attention to it right now. If crypto is liberal, then start asking the big holders to start divvying out their bags. Yeah, indeed. Shout out to CryptoZilla. Always here in the population out there. A boomer from Tokyo. Kaboom to the moon. Shout out to Colin McKenzie. Welcome to the population of the chat box. Glad that you're here for the live chat. Kaboom to you, Colin. Cracky916 is asking, what do you think about exchange coins like Binance, Huobi, OKB, Buybox, and KuCoin? Listen, I like them, okay? But you got to tread lightly with these exchange coins. A coin like Binance, for instance. Binance is arguably the top performer out of all the top 100 coins this year. I mean, it's really retained its value. Arguably, it's performed better than Bitcoin this year. Now, on the other hand, okay, you got to tread lightly with these exchange coins because they're only traded on one exchange. They're centralized coins. You know, they're not necessarily true true crypto coins out there. They're arguably controlled by that exchange. So as soon as they do some funny bunny stuff, you could or could not be affected. So we don't know. If you're in it for a long gunner, you know, I wouldn't hold these exchange coins long run. But on the other hand, we've seen them perform well on the short term. So, you know, tread lightly, tread lightly. Colin says, thanks, Champagne. Good day, boomers. Good day to you, Colin. Rafterman R says, hit those likes. Indeed, hit the post notification, the likes, the subscribe, all the buttons. I need you guys molesting the buttons for me out there. Wax Team has dumped over 100 million coins in the last 3 months. If you don't believe it, go check out their wallet on Etherscan. Be careful, guys. Thanks for letting us know, Smooth Operator. I don't know about Wax. It's been suggested here in the population of the chat box as a gaming industry token that we want to look at. Now, the fact that you're revealing that it's on Ethereum right now, I'm not too bullish on those Ether coins right now. I'm going to be honest with you. I think ETH, until ETH scales and handles this capacity utilization index, I think that it doesn't have any more room to grow. Okay, that's not to say that there's not plans out there for the Casper, for the sharding, or I don't know how many thousands of plans they've talked about. But until that gets implemented, other coins like EOS, Cardano, like even Neo and others may continue to rise. All right, guys, I think we've been streaming for a little longer than I've been wanting to. Check out all the articles that I have linked down below. Drop a comment there in the population of the chat box. I'm going to go ahead and start tuning out. I appreciate you guys. I told you guys every single time it's the highlight of my day to boom with the best of them here in the population of the chat box. During this Bitcoin off season, we'll be continuing to pop up with these live stream chats every day and continue to encourage everybody to stay healthy, keep your blade sharp. We're looking like 300 by the end of the year. Make sure that you're eating healthy. I suggest you guys look at the keto diet maybe. I suggest you guys looking at intermittent fasting. Okay, fasting's important. Some of you guys shouldn't even be eating out there. Guys are too fat out there. Okay, you could be surprised how long you could fast. You're not gonna die out there. Clean yourself. And also look at some strength training. A lot of you guys out there are working out like women, doing 15, 20 reps and doing cardio all day. And that's all good. But I need you guys also lifting heavier weight. Okay, you want to get stronger. You need to put some weight on the bar right now. And I don't mean doing little dumbbell curls. I need you doing barbell exercises, squat, barbell rows, bench press, deadlift, the heavy ones out there, guys. I invite you guys to check out the Strong Lift 5x5 workout. They have a nice app there on the Google Play Store. It's free and definitely tracks your progress. If you're not hitting the numbers, if you don't have goals, you need to do it. We track these crypto coins. Okay, you need to track your weight, the weight you're pushing. Everything should be tracked, and you should have a clear and definable goal out there. So let me leave you guys with that. If you're working a full-time job, it's impossible to do intermittent fasting. Smooth with the negative again. Listen, we're all working full-time and we do intermittent fasting. I know people that fast 5 days and they still work full-time. If you can't do a fast, you're just too soft. It's the bottom line. Enough with the negativity, Smooth. Okay, I'm going to give you a strike out there because, you know, you're always with the negative. I need some positive from you. Positive. It's always a contrarian statement from you. And again, it's not impossible. Don't listen to Smooth. He's not right out there. That's incorrect, Smooth. Okay? Smooth, you are wrong. Indeed, Derek McLean. I invite you to do the research before you keep trying to be opposed to everything in the population of the chat box out there, Smooth. I like the opposition and the other, the contrarian ideal. You know, again, you got to do the research. No, I'm not going to ban you for being honest, but I'm going to call you out. You're negative every single time, Smooth. And I'm not feeling your energy today and some other times either. So, you know, make sure that, you know, I'm calling you out there. Okay. I'm calling you out the same way you want to call me. I'm calling you out. You're being negative every time in the population of the chat box. And I encourage you to do the research. 8% body fat. Okay. Okay. So that's maybe why you can't intermittent fast, because your body fat's already too low. Okay. But for most people, their body fat is above 15%. Okay. So if you have high body fat on you, you guys could fast for a long time. Maybe you can't fast because your body fat is already low, but you can't do these blanket comments out there. I'm going to call you out, Smooth. I like you, Smooth, but, you know, you got to stop with this negativity out there. Actually, intermittent fasting works the best when working full time. There you go. Electrician Service Corp knows. Soft body operator, get out of the chat. Nah, you know, Smooth, I'm going to keep him in the chat. I'm not banning Smooth. I appreciate Smooth out there. I appreciate Smooth, but you got to call him out there. You know, if you're always coming out with the negative Nelson stuff, always saying things are going down. If you say something, you want to come with the opposite of what we're saying out here. But it's okay. It's okay. You know, I got to call you out, but it's all good. I'm not upset. Shout out to Smooth Operator. Sure, we can fast while employed. Don't ban Smooth. He has a funny troll. No, I'm not banning Smooth. It's all good with Smooth. I appreciate him here. It's all good. I don't think he's trolling me either. I think he's just being himself. When I was in college, I fasted all day, would only eat dinner, and I was still crushing it. Okay. All right. Smooth loves Ripple. I don't know if that's true. Shout out to Smooth. I don't mean to get aggressive with you, Smooth, but I'm going to call it how I see it, Smooth. You know the deal. Electrician Service course lost 40 pounds intermittent fasting and work full time. Listen, if you guys are fat, okay, I'm not talking about guys like Smooth that claim to have 8% body fat. If you only have 8% body fat, your reserves on your body are low. So you are, chances are you're not going to be able to fast. But if you got, you know, over 15% body fat, some of you guys have 20% body fat, you can go days on end without eating. Electrician Services has been doing this for 7 months now. And at least Smooth can agree that he says F Ripple. You know, we definitely are not supporting Ripple. Champ, your testosterone's pumping every day. And I'm gonna call it like I see it. You know, I'm gonna say things how I feel, and I'm not gonna hold back. But again, I'm not gonna be butthurt just because somebody disagrees with Champagne out there. It's all good. And I'm sending love to Smooth because I've called you out a few times, but it's all good, Smooth. At least you're coming with respect, and I appreciate that. Make sure you use ghee butter and bulletproof coffee. I'm not using the ghee. I don't know much about ghee, but I know it's more healthy. If I've heard of, I don't know the information of that. I use the Kerry Gold, the grass-fed butter from grass-fed cows. No problem, says Smooth. It's all good, Smooth. I'm not banning you. It's all good, man. Just, you know, think about it. Are you being negative? Are you just saying things just to be on the opposite side? Because sometimes your mind out there, you got to catch yourself. What are you saying? The things. I mean, I run the live streams on repeat, and I listen to the things I say. Sometimes I'm like, oh, Champagne, you're off the end. And you know, listening to the things you type and the things you say can give you a good reflection as to what your subconscious is thinking. And sometimes when you're saying negative things, it could be a reflection of what your conscience is doing. So, you know. I love watching your channel mostly because you're the opposite of me. I love being around positive people. Okay, so there you go. So you would admit that you're being negative out there. But that's okay. Maybe we can enlighten you, you know. Maybe we can make you feel better out there because we're about positivity out here and uplifting everybody in the population of the chat box. If you're feeling negative out there, it's all good. Not everybody's always positive, but hopefully Champagne's energy, Charles' energy, Marlon's energy, Mark D's energy, Electrician Services' energy can uplift you. And on that note, I want to go ahead and turn off this live stream before it hits an hour. So I'll leave it there about 58 minutes or whatever. Shout out to Gregory. You're coming in a little late, but I see you guys. If I don't come back today, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. It's the voice of the blockchain here. Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in.